At Yale New Haven Health, we're giving people throughout Connecticut more ways to access the best of today's healthcare. Find out how.
Do you feel like you're constantly struggling to control your weight? Our next guest says a few simple steps can transform your body into a healthy one. Joining me now is Margaret Marshall, the author of Body, Mind, and Mouth, Life's Eating Connection. Welcome to CT Style, Margaret. Nice to have you here.
Thank you, Teresa. Thrilled to be here.
So you say right off in the beginning of the book, you shouldn't wait until tomorrow to begin taking care of your body.
Well, you know what happens? People they'll overeat, or they'll eat something that's not really the healthiest, and they'll say, I'll think about it tomorrow.
I messed up already today. We'll start tomorrow.
I'll wait till tomorrow. Well, I say there are 365 opportunities a year to take care of your body. So why not take advantage of it in the day that you're in?
And you're capable of controlling your own body weight.
You really are.
It seems difficult, though, at times.
It can get difficult, but the more you do that, the easier it gets and the less the challenge becomes. Because it's all about, like my book is Body, Mind, and Mouth. It's all about the connection between the mind and the mouth, and how that shows up in your body and your health.
Well, let's go through some tips on how exactly we can do that. Where do you start?
Where do you start? You start by saying, I'm worth it. You start by saying, I want to be someone who cares about my health. I want to be somebody who cares about what I eat. And it's never about deprivation. It's always about preservation.
Very good. And you also have to make sure you're conscious of what you're putting in your mouth.
Certainly.
When it comes to food.
Absolutely. Eat smart. You know, we're so intelligent. Everybody has intelligence.
But sometimes when it comes to food, it all goes out the window.
That's practice. That's practice. It takes knowledge, patience, and practice. And without the patience, there's no practice.
Got it. Another key factor you mentioned is the importance of smiling. This seems fairly simple, that people can incorporate this into their routines.
Yeah, you know, smiling, it's your attitude, and it's the way you're feeling about yourself. So certainly a smiling person has an easier time of caring about themselves and caring about their body. And I always suggest to my clients and to people that I speak to that if you're not smiling and you're not in a really good mood, take deep breaths until you can come out of it in a smile, because that changes your state.
Very good. And always remember, the only day that matters in your weight loss, weight management is today. What's happening right now?
Today.
But isn't it important to plan ahead?
It's important to plan ahead. It's always important to have a plan, because even if you don't stay with your plan, having a plan gives you a plan B. But with no plan, you flounder. But you start your plan today, and you build on that.
All right. And boredom probably plays a factor into that as well, because people eat when they're bored.
Boredom in many ways, not only when you're bored with your life, with your day, but also when you're bored with your food. When you're bored with the food that you're eating, you tend to eat the food that is not so healthy for you.
So include vegetables, switch up what you're eating, I would assume?
Yeah, you know, I always say when you walk into a grocery store, there may be thousands of products there. 80% of them are not really that healthy, but 20% are. And 20% of thousands is a big number.
Sure.
So look for that 20% and use variety all the time. Think outside the box.
And Margaret, how important is water consumption? We always hear about 8 glasses a day, but it might even be more than that.
Well, the more you weigh, the more water you need for your health. Water consumption is great. You need to stay hydrated. And so what I always ask people to do is before you drink anything else, like a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or maybe an alcoholic beverage, before you drink anything else, you have a glass of water first. You quench your thirst with the water, and then you enjoy the taste of whatever else you're drinking.
And think about what's seasonal. I mean, there's farmers markets, it's getting to be springtime again.
Yes, eat seasonal. Try and stay away from nutrition labels as much as possible, because when you're eating products with a nutrition label, you're eating a lot of preservatives and maybe a lot of sodium and maybe even a lot of sugar. So try and stay as close to the natural product as you can. For example, maybe eat a potato instead of French fries.
Well, that would make sense, right? Margaret, give us the name of the book again.
The name of the book is Body, Mind, and Mouth, Life's Eating Connection.
And how can we connect with you?
You can get it at my website. You can get it on Amazon or anywhere books are sold, really, you can get it. But my website is margaretmarshallassociates.com.
Very good. We'll look for it there. Thank you so much for coming on CT
Thanks,
Style
Teresa.
today.
It's so much fun.
You know, Connecticut gets a real
range of seasons. We have mighty snowstorms and we have heat waves. We also have microclimates. At the shore, you're going to have an entirely different forecast than you're going to have in the northern part of the state. I have to stay on top of all of it for you, and that's what I'm here to do.